It's like when someone tells you, I cheated on you, but I was thinking about you the whole time. Really? Like it didn't mean anything. I was literally looking at you while he was dropping all that dong. You know? I love you. These gacha games are whorehouses, man. You just walk in there, have some fun, and leave. That's what they are, man. Shit. You've heard, I've heard. Even if you're not in the gacha space, I'm pretty sure you've heard the whole castorice global passive problem and lots of people quitting the game. If there's one character that's gonna go down in history as the character that basically killed a lot of players' enjoyment when it comes to Honkai Star Rail, is ironically the character that has something to do with death. The Angel of Death in the Honkai Star Rail lore is murdering people's enjoyment to the game. I find that pretty ironic. I think it's done on purpose, but that's just me though. Now, are we surprised? Are we surprised that they kept it? Because that's the first leak that people were talking about it like mainstream. Like, yes, we knew it was leaks. We were still talking about it. That's how big of an impact it was. It goes to show that if leaks are impactful enough, people talk about them regardless of leakers or non-leakers. I found that very interesting, by the way. It's a little side note there. What's a global passive? It's just the moment you have the character in your account and not in your team, you get a bonus for just owning the character, which is definitely something new, but not in the least shocking if you ask me personally. Now, what does this mean for us? It means one thing, and one thing only. Seeing the 3.2 live stream stuff, it only told me one thing, which was my fear all this time, is that these guys, they just don't care. They really don't. They're pulling a Genshin Impact. They're gonna try to weasel and keep their infrastructure, their predatory infrastructure intact. They're gonna try and sprinkle and do certain things to make it seem like, oh, we're listening, oh, we're trying, oh, we're doing. Like the game is heading towards that direction. Just stay with us, just stay with us. It's always the carrot and the stick, right? We're the donkey, we're just following the carrot, thinking we're gonna get it one day, but you never will. I think that's what's happening. And I don't know about you, but in the Arab language, a donkey is hmar, and that's an insult of where I come from. I'm tired of being a hmar out here, man. I'm tired of being the donkey in this scenario. I really am. Now, here's the thing. Will I still keep playing Honkai Star Rail? The answer is yes. It might surprise some of you guys, but yes. But the thing is when people hear this, people might go, oh, you're this, you're that, you're a hypocrite, you're that. No, what I've always pushed with my content is that these games are tools for my enjoyment. I hold no loyalty to these games. I hold no loyalty to these companies unless I'm paid, which is why I understand the shills and all. Like, as long as y'all getting paid, you know what? I understand. But when it comes down to me personally, is Honkai Star Rail specifically is a game I still somewhat enjoy, but in a way that people might not agree with. Let me explain. Ever since I stopped giving a damn about 3-starring the final floor of Honkai Star Rail, the game became way more enjoyable. It really has. I just don't care anymore. I just log in. I just want to see my characters do stuff, right? I just want to watch Ruan Mei do the old. I just want to watch Firefly go rawr, and attack the enemies, right? That's what I'm there for. I just want to watch them do stuff. I just click my mind off for like, 10, 15 minutes and log off. That's it. Honkai Star Rail is the equivalent of masturbation. But the moment you stop caring, the moment you don't care, I take away that power. And that was my challenge with Honkai Star Rail. This was what I found very interesting. Because here's something I don't think anybody has ever said. I do believe these games enable one to really, really develop some self-discipline. I really do. And here's how I wanted to discipline myself when it comes to Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail said, we want you to really care about each and every unit that we release. My sentiment was, I'm going to make sure that doesn't affect me. I'm going to work on myself where that messaging that they're trying to push on me doesn't affect me. And I will keep enjoying the game as I go. The moment it stops being enjoyable, the moment it becomes too much, I'll quit completely. And you want to know when that exactly going to happen? Whenever we have Wuthering Waves version of Honkai Star Rail. Because that's how Genshin was an easy drop for me. Genshin was tough to quit, but as soon as Wuthering Waves came out, boy oh boy, out of that, it was so simple to drop Genshin because we had a replacement. It's the same as like moving on from one relationship to the next. Breaking up, going single is tough. Breaking up, going to another bitch is easy. It's the same with games. That's why I keep calling these gacha games bitches all the time. And people might find issue with that, but it's true. I mean, if something is after my money and is being sneaky about it, claiming that it cares about me, when in reality all they care about is bottom line, is their bottom line, and getting to my wallet, I'm sorry about it, but that's the same thing as prostitution and bitch. What do you want me to say? I mean, they fit the same damn description. I'm just keeping it a bug. So ultimately, when it comes to these games and how predatory they are, you gotta take them at face value. And Hoyoverse, Honkai Star Rail to be specific, basically just aired it out. They just were like, you know what? We don't want to listen. We don't want to do. We're gonna try and meet you in the middle ground, which is respectable, but that's a middle ground I, for one, do not agree with. And I think a lot of players do not agree with the middle ground they're trying to propose. And ultimately, it comes down to self-preference. If you want to keep playing Honkai Star Rail, play it at your own peril. Understand the messaging is what I will always keep pushing. They're trying to ingrain certain thoughts in your head. They're trying to make you care about certain things that you should not care about, that you should not put pressure on yourself, okay? These games are ultimately to be enjoyable. So what does this mean? What does this mean? The most alarming thing to me was not them changing the castorice passive. It's them actually trying to still protect the 50-50 system. Now, the 50-50 system has been criticized to oblivion. I do believe we are past that system. We are above it. It's been a fun ride for what, 4 years now? Enough. Just the first copy is to be guaranteed. The next copies can be 50-50s. It's fun, but I can always just 70 pulls equals a 5-star. It keeps the game flow fun, especially in Honkai Star Rail, please, because each character now matter a lot. So allow me to just keep up with the dumb shit you're doing. But it's so predatory through the 50-50 that you need to spend double sometimes to get the character just to keep up. That's too much. That's too much. They're going in too hard in how much they want you to spend. It's just off-putting. It's too, some products are fun. Some things I really want to own. The price makes them not worth that much praise for me and not much desire, especially for me. It's like that pretty girl that you need to buy diamonds and shit to get. You're pretty and all, but I'm not gonna do that. That makes you look ugly all of a sudden. I don't want to deal with that shit. So that's basically what's happening with me personally and Honkai Star Rail especially, and now Hoyoverse as a whole, because it goes to show that if they can, they will do the most predatory shit. And just like Genshin Impact, we thought Honkai Star Rail was gonna be different, but it really wasn't. Okay, yeah, sure, you get a future 5-star character. I think it's a Fate Stay Night character. Could be Saber. Let's go if it is the case. But ultimately, you got Luocha and Ruan Mei. Luocha might get buffed. We're not sure. Apparently, there's buffs coming. I don't know how impactful they are. Ruan Mei is good. If you don't own a Ruan Mei, that is huge. If you have Ruan Mei, E1 Ruan Mei is pretty good. I'll just get E2. I think I have E1. I'll probably get the E2 now. I have no idea what that does, by the way. And yeah, sure, that's fun and cool, and I think 30 pulls too. That's nice and all, but ultimately, it's not really fixing the problem. It's just making the problem feel less impactful. There's like damage control in a sense. It's like when someone tells you, I cheated on you, but I was thinking about you the whole time. Really? Like, it didn't mean anything. I was literally looking at you while he was dropping all that dong. I love you. That's literally that 30 pulls and that 5-star, man. They're thinking about us, chat. They're out here. My message is this. Your bottom line should be your own enjoyment. Do not defend something that does not care about you and just trying to prey on you. You're an idiot if you do. Just as long as you understand what they're doing. At that moment, I do feel like everybody else's job is over. I do. I don't think anyone should force anyone to play or not play a game. You're an adult, you're a grown man or woman capable of making decisions. Now, if you're underage, now that's a whole other topic. But I do think they're going against the whole gotcha stuff. So that's up to the big boys. But for us as a community, it's up to us to just keep pushing the message forward. And the moment we know that some people have gotten the message, but they still choose, keyword being choose, to continue to spend money or do whatever they do, at that point, that's up to them. They're adults. They're responsible of their own actions, and that's fine. In conclusion, do not hope from anything when it comes to these gotcha companies. I think even devs listened, and freaking Wuthering Waves isn't as big as it used to be. It always feels like now it takes too long for anything to happen. People are bitching about premium tuners thingies. Freaking Echo XP for now, patches and patches. They haven't fixed that shit. It's getting slow. It tells me that, like I said before, the moment these companies feel like they have a solid fan base, they will show their true colors. And that was Wuwa too. I mean, that's something that should get fixed, but it hasn't. So that's pretty telling to that ultimately, as different as they can be, they will respect the nature of what they are, which is a gotcha company, a gotcha thing, like predatory bullshit. They're respect their bottom line, meet you in the middle. It's not for the players, even though they claim it's for the players. No, it's for you to make money, which is understandable, really. Just don't lie to me, please. So, yeah, like I keep saying, these gotcha games are bitches. Treat them as such. They're tools for your enjoyment. Use them as such. Do not defend them. Do not praise them. Just do them. It's that simple. It really is not that big of a deal. It is that simple. And most importantly, have fun. They're games, man. They're supposed for them to be fun. That's the main, they're entertainment. You're supposed to sit there, play, and enjoy yourself and then leave. Kind of like what you do if you walk into a brothel. Yeah, these gotcha games are whorehouses, man. You just walk in there, have some fun, and leave. That's what they are, man. Shit. I don't even think they deserve that much praise and everything because of the nature. I mean, if it was like a game, say, The Witcher 3 or something, hell yeah, you can praise it. Hell yeah. Yeah, they deserve it, considering what it represents, the spirit of it. Now, the spirit of this is just nasty. And yeah, Hoyoverse, whatever verse, just the most important thing is us, the players. And we got to look out for one another. That's my message. Enjoy yourself. Let's look out for one another. Let's have a good, clean community where we can all understand one another. I'm tired of seeing people being called retards for this or that. Ultimately, we're out here getting our asses kicked because we fight amongst ourselves. Like we're too busy trying to one up one another and get clout points, but while we getting fucked by these gotcha companies, man. I don't know. I feel like more unity is needed out here, but that's just me though. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and yeah, be seeing you.